Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. You're watching Forex, and in this video I'm going to show you my week of trading. It's price action in action. Let's say it like that. Many of you were asking to show me where exactly I place the trades, how I do it, and why. To explain it more, because usually I'm just making technical analysis. I'm telling you that I'm looking for some consolidations for the patterns, but some of you actually um, forgotten probably because I was making videos like that, but they're quite old, so I thought, okay, I'll make a new one, so where you would see um, where I place the trades, the pending orders, and how I place the stop losses, and make decisions when to come out from the trade, when to close it. So I decided to make finally this video where I'll show you and explain how I was trading. So I recorded the week. I decided to do this week because it was supposed to be a important news this week, so I thought it would be interesting, but there are some other things happened, and I will explain to you later what happened and what I was doing and why I decided to do one things, and why I decided, for example, not to trade the news event this week. So that's why I thought, well, the plan, it was one plan, but the plans then changed afterwards. But I recorded mostly every trade, and now I'll try to explain to you what I was doing, what I was thinking when I was placing the trades. Because when I was recording it, it's very hard, when you're actually trading and talking and recording. So that's why I just recorded it without talking, and now I'm going to explain to you what I was doing. So let's start. Okay, so here you can see it's the beginning of the week, and Monday the market already opened and moved. So I'm checking out every single pair. That's how I always do. I check and jump between the windows all the time. So I'm checking out the economic calendar, looking for important news, of course, and I'm placing the marks on the charts. So this is all UTC plus 0. It's the chart time, and exactly that's what I'm looking for, the news. So expecting that hopefully they will be moving the market. So there will be some movements during that time. And um, I'm checking out, I'm placing usually for, even if it's for all the pairs, if it's like for American dollar or for euro, Europe, I usually place it on just one pair, euro dollar, so I would notice if anything will be moving. So for pound dollar, you can see I can draw one of the important levels, and to use this and watch that level for a possible opportunity to go into the trade or place pending orders from that level. So just draw it because it's Monday. Usually it's a watching day, so I'm looking for any opportunities, for any patterns, for any consolidations. And here's dollar yen. You can see it's quite nice also channel forming right now, and also at quite important levels, which are used previously, these levels. And so now I can see it could be now opportunity for going into the trade or something. So I will be watching that channel. So dollar CAD I was looking at, and it's moving around the levels I already had from previous weeks, but nothing exactly happening that could have been the possible for any trades, because the movements already happening, and it's moving. So looking for euro pound now, and it's still in the downtrend channel. So I'm just drawing the levels a little bit further because the market open now. I can draw them further, and just see it looks like it's all going as expected. So nothing is changing at this moment. And looking for gold also, it's still also moving inside the previous channel. So, and just to have an eye on the pound yen too. So, and now just waiting for any actions or anything what can happen and in the market. So before the news, you can see it's nearly 2 o'clock, so I decided to place a pending order. And I was telling you about this important level, so I decided to place just in case. I know it's Monday, but still I was thinking then could be some movement. So I placed the order using my EA. And also I decided to go for pound dollar also just in case to place pending orders. So I'm using that let's say a bit upgoing channel trend to place the orders. As I was saying, I'm a bear, let's say, for this pair, and I'm looking for any opportunities to sell pound. So and I placed, so I have about 20 pips away from those levels, which I just placed. It's euro dollar and pound dollar, 20 pips from those levels. Now euro pound, dollar yen. Also, I decided to place the orders. If I had orders for sell on other pairs, this one I decided to trade. Place the pending orders, buy and sell, because at that point I would expect movements in any direction. So I'm placing the orders, again 20 pips up and 20 pips down from these levels. So checking out on dollar CAD, it's already going, so I'm not touching it. Euro pound is also nothing yet, and the same for gold. So there is nothing going on. And now I'm just waiting if the 2 o'clock news would be moving market at all. So it's 2 o'clock right now. I can see, well, to be honest, nothing is happening. It could be maybe a few seconds later. It's not always happening exactly the moment, but so it's the market ignored the news, obviously. And I'm just removing now the mark because nothing is happening, and just keeping the chart clear. Nothing is, I can see nothing is happening on every single pair. It's just nothing, no reaction at all. Okay, so we have it's nearly 3 o'clock. As you can see, we have some movements. Here's dollar yen, but you can see I'm not in a trade because it's a pending orders. It's 20 pips from that levels. So you can see that's why there is no, I'm not in a trade yet. I'm placing those 20 pips, just avoid predictable movements or fake breaks. So that's why I'm placing, usually it's 20 pips. It could be, it's a smaller chart, you see the 15-minute chart, so I'm placing on a bigger chart. Of course, you need to expect bigger distances. So now dollar yen, I'm in a trade. I'm checking out the other pairs, what's happening on the market. And so I'm in a trade for dollar yen. Hopefully it will go the right way. Dollar CAD is still continue movements, nothing on the other pairs, well, except gold just jumped. And it jumped higher than one of the levels where I was hoping to keep an eye on it. So it's out of the, let's say, picture at this moment. So I have Australian come back into my channel. Remember previously I used that channel, so I was waiting for Australian dollar to come back in it, and I placed order again, pending order to sell, which is again 20 pips from the level, down only for sell. Now you can see I'm placing the stops. So you see for a dollar yen, as I moved a little bit, I'm moving a little bit stop into a safe position with a profit. So it's a small 83 cents profit. So now I have nothing to lose. Pound dollar also got me into the trade. And actually at this moment you can see already it's actually next day, and have half position closed for dollar yen, and also half position closed on pound dollar already. And we can see this, so I'm checking, it's next day, so I'm checking out what actually happened on the market. So I just canceled the pending order for euro dollar, decided to move it higher because you can see I have quite nice channel, and I decided to place using my usual strategy, buy and sell. Except it is a dangerous area because we still have the bottom level, and which could have been a stopping point for euro dollar, but I still decided to risk it, and I decided to place. And of course, I'm checking out why I did it is because I checked the news event calendar. We have some important news coming on, and I was hoping that it will be a moving, um, uh, let's say, it would move the market. I was hoping it would move the market. That's why I decided to go for trade. And pound dollar, as you can see, moving in the right direction. Dollar yen is also, so it's profitable trades, and everything goes as expected at this point. Right now, it's all going on trailing stops. You can see now also Australian dollar also in trade. So you can see the pound is already closed. I have dollar, yen, and Australian now. I can move Australian also, place the stop in the safe position. So if I previously I placed them without the stops because I was controlling and everything was quite under control. So when it moves, I can place the stop orders in safe positions with some profits. You can see this is where the pound took me out by trailing stop. And now I'm just looking at the other options. So with pound dollar, you can see here I'm placing the level, which is giving me an idea that possibly it's a triangle. So we have two tops, and at this moment we have one bottom, and the second is roughly the second bottom too. It didn't reach exactly the level, but at least we have two tops, and the bottom level is important from the previous trades too, some previous days. Okay, so euro pound has a nice little uptrend channel, and I use that to place another level where I will be placing the pending order for sell, because again only one order for sell because it's in the downtrend channel. You can see I could move a little bit of one of the levels just to see if it still goes inside the downtrend channel, because you see I'm using now different tops, and place it a little bit high just to see if it does look like it's in still downtrend channel. So I'm expecting to break that level. This I consider as a correction, and now breaking that to continue the downtrend. So I'm placing again, it's 20 pips from that level. All I'm placing it with my EA, the EA I'm using for it. So you can see Australian dollar just hit my stop loss. With the small profit, it did come out. But now I'm looking for where is that going to move. Will it actually going to turn around, or maybe it will be trying to break next level. So as you can see, it does look like a double top, and that area I'm drawing now is going to be my next area to look for the opportunities to go into the trade. Is a double top. Of course, I'm expecting it goes into this neck area, and hopefully to break and continue the downtrend. But this is our area, and possibility that it might go into this channel and create a consolidation of the channel, or maybe it will have a correction and then turn around a little bit. But this is my new area to look at, pay attention on. Okay, now you can see that I'm in a trade for euro dollar. It's breaking the level, so I'm in the trade, but at this point you can see I'm not placing the stop loss. because it's still some time before the news event, and as it still goes the right direction, it's in a downtrend in a triangle pattern. So I did not place any stops. I was just watching it, and there is no opportunity. It's moving very slowly. There wasn't opportunity to place it on in a safe position. So as you can see, Australian dollar did actually move closer to next level, and I decided to place another pending order because it's still enough distance to the next level. It's about 38-40 pips, so I thought 20 pips if it will take me, and close it to the 20 pips. So that's how I was thinking about it at that time. So, and just checking out all the other pairs again, where they're moving. So with pound dollar, also I've decided to place pending order from the important level, which I had previously, except of course with bearing in mind that it could be possibly still a triangle. So euro dollar is going other way, but I'm not placing a stop because it's in consolidation area, so there is no worry about placing the stops yet. Okay, so this is also later on. I'm again checking out what is going on the market. It's still pretty quiet, let's say. Nothing is happening. I'm out of the dollar yen trade, which was closed by a trailing stop, and I'm placing the next trade again by using this important level. I'm placing order to buy this time, and expecting to move to the next level back to the previous channel. And I decided to place it, it's in the evening, as you can see, before the Asian market, because expecting the movements in Asian market. This is dollar yen. And I'm using this, I'm going into this trade because you can see it looks like a double bottom to me. So it's at important level again, and it looks as a pattern, nice pattern. So that's why I decided to risk and go for a trade. So euro dollar, I'm still in a losing trade. Still nothing is happening on much on the other pairs. Okay, we're in the next day, and I'm checking out the pairs again. Then I'm looking for the news calendar, and have two important news which could possibly move the market. So I'm checking out again with the chart. I'm placing the marks on the chart only for euro dollar. Of course, hoping for some movements at those times. And as you can see, the euro is continue the consolidation. That's why I said there is no point. There is nothing to worry before the news, at least. While I removed actually the other pending order. Well, pound is expected to continue going up, creating the second top. Expectation of creation of the second top, the third top of the triangle. So I'm checking out what happened with the other pairs, and as you can see, I'm in the trades for euro pound, dollar yen also, and you can see euro pound is going down. So it broke the important level, so I'm in a trade. You can see the distance, that's the roughly 20 pips from the level. And dollar yen, I am in a buy trade, and euro dollar is still not moving much. So you can see the pound, this is what I'm saying, creating the third top. It does look like it's going for creation of the third top. So it does look like it's going exactly as expected, moving exactly as expected. Now you can see I'm placing the stop losses in the safe positions again with a small profit. So if it will suddenly turn around, it will take me out with some profit. And do it for also euro pound, placing the stop loss in a safe position. because it didn't close the half positions yet. EA does not place any safe stops. So that's why I do it manually. So all of this I'm doing manually. And I'm moving stop a little bit more. Now you can see dollar yen is actually closed half positions, and now I'm keeping half positions running. But I'm keeping an eye on it because I'm expecting it to move only inside this channel. Previously it was here, it slowed down here before, so I'm expecting it to stop movements inside the channel, and then I'm expecting it to turn around. That's why I'm moving again manually. Stop loss is the trailing stop. It stands for about 25 pips, but I prefer get a little bit closer to a open trade to get a bit better profit. So that's why I moved it manually. So I closed it myself, just expecting it to turn around at that point actually. Now I'm checking out on all the pairs what's happening. I'm moving again a little bit more the stop loss because euro pound did not close the half position yet. So I'm just placing a little bit more, so if it will turn around I have a bit better profit. You can see the gold is chaotic, I would say. It moved up, now it drops, so it's I'm not looking for trades for gold. And you can see euro dollar didn't have any movements from the news, so waiting for the next news event. Okay, now it's some time later, as you can see on roughly news events, euro dollar started to move. So my previous trade was open and I was keeping an eye on it, and you can see it's moving, and now I'm placing the stop loss, you see, just in case if it will turn around suddenly. So I placed in a safe position with a little profit, with the hope, of course, it will continue to move in the right direction. Now you can see the euro dollar actually closed, so it hit my stop loss. You can see here, it's going back now. So it wasn't a very good reaction on the news event. So I end up with just 32 cents profit. So this is the next day again, and I'm checking out what happened, what's going on with the pairs, where they are now. Checking out the news again this for this day, expecting some political news and European news. So as usual, I'm placing the mark for important news which is supposed to happen in the Eurozone. So then I'll be keeping an eye on it to see if there will be any movements. And of course the hardest one is the political news, because you never know when can happen any political action, let's say. I decided to place the sell order again at the same level as for 3 days it's been sitting around this level, so I do see that the market uses it, and I'm placing it again, expecting that hopefully the news events will make an effect on the market and there will be some movements. So I decided to place a sell order for pound a little bit higher, with of course the risk, because it still didn't create the third top. It's very close to the level, but I was thinking just in case maybe it will not go further for creating the level, and I could miss a good trade. I still have 60 pips to the next important level or 50 to the previous consolidation, so I decided to risk it and place a trade. So you can see that the news event again did not work at all, no effect. So waiting for the next news and just checking out the other trades. So I have Australian trade right now. I'm just looking for any opportunities to go for any other trades with the other pairs. So I got the idea for euro pound again to go for a trade, just expecting it to continue the downtrend as it's in a downtrend channel. And after the drop, it had this little consolidation and little correction. So I was hoping it will continue going down. So I placed a pending order for sell because it's in the downtrend. Okay, so now you can see that I'm in the trades. It's a little bit later already today, so I'm in the trades, euro pound, a dollar, a pound dollar in a trade, and Australian dollar. So those trades you can see, they are all without the stops because I'm watching them, I'm keeping an eye on them. Okay, so and on Friday, what happened, as you all probably know, that US strike Syria, and because of that, what happened, I did actually expect that the market would have some mess on Friday, and I decided not to go for non-farm payroll trade. So I decided not to go for any trades at all on Friday, just to try to close the trades I already had open and cancel the pending order. So I had the euro dollar, I had the pending order for sale, I cancelled it. It was around this area, around that level, and which obviously you can see at the end of the day was a mistake. I should have just keep it, but as I said, what happened, I did just wanted to, I'm trying to play safe, and I just wanted to see how the market would react, because something like this unpredictable happened. It usually have some impact on the markets. It could be huge movements and any direction. So of course after that I was expecting that dollar could drop, but it didn't actually. So that was an interesting reaction. So then with the pound, I still had the trade, and on Monday you can see it did actually create the next stop as expected. So and that's why I didn't have a stop. Just was waiting for it to create the next one, and on Friday you can see it dropped. So you can see here I have the trade, so I closed half positions, and the rest was running on the trailing stop, which was actually closed later by 12:30 actually at the news event. So when the news event, it stopped me by stop. So then what did I have? I have also Australian. I did actually closed manually too, just was worried, it was around this area somewhere. I was just worried about how the market would react on the news, so I closed it with some profit at least. So that was my point. And also with euro pound, as it started to create a consolidation, I also placed the stop loss just in case, and it was hit by the stop. You can see it made me losing trade minus $19 by the stop. So you can see because it did went into consolidation and went up a little bit, so where it hit it, I was hoping still if it would not go further, it might continue the way down, but it's not. So it did hit the stop. So that's all what happened on Friday. And so at the end of the day, the week is end up profitable, about $100, 26 cents. So now I'm going to make a little technical analysis. So here you can see the trades, they all closed. There is no open trades, no floating profits, no floating losses. And what I will be doing next week, what I will be looking for. So again, I'm not going to tell you about the economic news anymore. You saw how I use it, how I work with it, what I do. So at this point in time, anything now, wherever can move. We actually, non-farm actually proved that market ignored the non-farm. Well, it had some movements, but not much, and nothing really happened. It's actually continued the ways where the market was moving using the technical analysis, right? Except it had some movements with the gold. We have the reaction. So when that happened politically, the most reaction was with gold, not like with the other pairs, which was also really strange. I did think, I did expect a lot of movements on Friday after that event with the US. So that's what I'm saying. Just have to be careful and look for and listen. Keep your eyes open, your ears on everything, especially the politically. And you see some economical news like important in the calendar, they might not be important anymore. And market can concentrate absolutely on anything these days. So my point is going to be, I will just continue the way I trade. So exactly the same. You saw me how I was trading this week. I will be doing exactly the same next week. So looking for any opportunities, consolidations, and patterns on the market. So but let's go to euro dollar is going in a bigger chart, as you can know, you can see now, about the triangle. So yes, it's looks like it's all going according to a plan. And so I unfortunately missed that opportunity because of, you see, this unpredictable things happening in the world. And now I will be, of course, it's a waiting time again for euro dollar to see if it will treat that level as important. So I would wait for any consolidations, any stoppings around this level, possibly around maybe this level might go, because with all these swings you can move it a little bit lower. You can change the position. You can not, like, for example, you can ignore those wings and you can place it something like that. But I'm going to leave it as it was by using these candles and some of the wings. So I would just leave it as that. But just remember about this, keep in mind. So we would look at that area. So it could be that level, it could be a little bit lower. So I would be looking for any consolidation. So what do I expect? Of course, as if it's a triangle, now we need to understand if the market counts these two tops. It's very tricky because if we go on the weekly chart, you would see there is no any more top. You see there is no top here. We have a wing and we have only two tops. So if it's two tops, two bottoms, then usually the triangle should create at least three of something, three tops or three bottoms. So of course I would expect it's turn around, and possibly if it will have enough strength to create this third top, possibly not in 1 week. We still you remember we have France election, but we still have time because it's sometime at the end of April. So that's why I can expect a possibility that it might turn around during this month, not just like, let's say, in 1 week. And so yes, I can expect it might. But if it is if there are three tops and we have two and we have the third bottom, then it's possibly it can already start to break it. So if it will continue, like, let's say, to move down, so if here it was let's say 90%, it was that the market will continue down to create that bottom, right? And now if it will be around this area, very tricky, it could turn around, it could break it. So I will be looking for trades in both directions, buy and sell. So I will be placing orders in both directions. Not like here, it was in one direction because it was around here for a very long time. I was also thinking buy and sell, but very important level, it still did work like creating the bottom of the triangle. So when it's created bottom, as I'm saying, because I don't know if the market treats that as a top, then I will be looking for both trades, both placing buy and sell. And I'm not going to remove that level because we still have the downtrend channel. And if it will continue to go, then I would expect it's downtrend, so it's in this channel, right? So it will be first, of course, if it will break, that would be the stopping point. Yeah, that would be one of the target levels, because it's in one big trend channel if we look in the monthly chart. So it's from the monthly and had stopped here before. So that would be the first to look at. And then, of course, the next one would be is continuing in a downtrend, which also could be a little bit lower when it is, because we still have this bottom. So it's just looking at a little bit further, a little bit deeper. But that's I'm saying, but it still might come back and might still create another top. It might. So anything could be around this. So I will be looking for both directions, let's say. Of course, with the more as a downtrend, but on a smaller charts, as I'm saying, it could be possibility to go for both directions. So that's what I will be looking for euro. Pound, I would be still looking for only opportunities to sell it, to be honest, for a pound. At this moment, why is because this one's, if with euro dollar is a little bit uncertain, with pound a little bit more confirmations, let's say, because that you can see this is also looks like another triangle. So it's triangle inside the triangle. So it broke that, let's say, triangle, and now it's breaking that bigger one triangle. So, and that's a very important level. You can see it's been here before, and so I will be looking, of course, the opening market. Hopefully it will slow down a bit. Yes, we have a little bit of wing here. We have some wings around here. So yes, I did expect it to go a little bit. Of course, if it wouldn't be the news event, I would be still in a trade, but because I always protect my trades, so I was out from the sell trade. And now I will be looking for possibly, of course, how the market will open. Maybe it will be a gap or something. Then it would be interesting. Maybe it will continue to drop, so that could be a bit harder, because I would prefer, of course, a little consolidation before it will continue. If it will continue the way down, or maybe it might turn around a little bit, maybe. So it all depends. As I'm saying, we still have a little bit room here, so it could be a little bit consolidation around this area. So that's what I will be hoping for, and go for sell again. So of course the next target would be, it will continue hopefully to that level, for example, and maybe some consolidations around this level, or corrections, let's say, from that level. So that's how I see it. And of course another one you can see on the bigger chart, it also looks like a double top. So there are quite a few things to look at. And what could be, of course, I can try to draw something, let's say, something like that, which is also, you can see it's crossing the important level, as there is no point to do that. So I'll just leave it as it is. And of course, to see, hopefully it will have a little slowdown to let me to get into the trade. Because I'm saying, like, just to go into sell right now, it could be risky, because also it's going down. So maybe it would have a little correction or something. So, possibilities. So that's what I'm saying. It's going to all depend on opening and marketing, and what's going to happen possibly on Monday. Maybe it will be watching day. Maybe I will go for a trade on Monday too. So, that's all with the pound. Australian is also, it got me out from the trade. Well, I got out from the trade, just worry about how the market would react on the news event, how the market would react on this political event, an economical, political event, and but it's continued the way down. So at least it's going the right direction as expected. And again, we have something like a double top. It's like across the neck, let's say, level. We still have a little wing here, you see, in the bottoms to look at. So that's what, again, it depends how it opens on Monday, how it will continue, because I still have here a little shoulder, so it could be possibly double head and maybe a shoulder, so it might be turning around, or maybe it will continue just like it did, like here. So I would hope to have a little consolidation around this area. So I really hope for some consolidation to try to get into the trade. So that's with Australian. So would I be looking for maybe going, it's No, probably I would be just looking if it will, as I'm saying, if it will consolidate a little bit around this area, I will be looking for sale. If it will go back and consolidate around any of these levels, I will be also looking for sale pending orders. So, but as I'm saying again, it depends if there is anything else will be happening unpredictable. Okay, but that's how I look at it. And with dollar yen right now, you can see it's back into that area again to where we had it previously, that consolidation. So, well, I call it a channel, let's say. So again, it's a waiting time right now. It makes movements up, down. So we'll be looking for consolidation here. And if we'll go on a bigger chart, you can see it looks like a double bottom. So of course the main expectation is to go back up at least to that level, right? So at least to that level. But well, anything can happen. So I will be looking, probably if it will come back and create some consolidation inside this, I will be looking for buy and sell orders, both directions. So it depends how it will behave on, again, opening the market and on Monday. And also at the same time on a smaller chart, you can see it looks like a triple bottom. So also, well, if it's not going to reach that level, then possibly we'll go to at least to that. So if we'll go and see how far, it's still quite a lot, well, still about 60 pips to go, but except usually we know it could be higher than that top, it could be lower than that top. So we'll see. It's right now it might go down again. It might go back to around this area again. So just a waiting time, as I'm saying, and but possibly placing the both direction trades, possibly. So we will see where and what is going to create on opening. So dollar cut is, you see this week I didn't trade it at all because a little bit messy for me. Not much confirmation, let's say. It's been around these 3 levels, which I also always, when they're like this, I also consider it's not enough movements could be between them. It could go up and could go down. You see, not hitting it a little bit, go back up again for smaller trading on the smaller charts. It's quite messy, I would say, and it's still not exactly let's say trend. Well, it's in kind of up, but it's around this important level. So I would prefer it to go closer to that level and create something around this level, just like I did before. And the previous years, you can see it's been creating like triple tops, but around the level. But now it's below the level. Of course, below the level gives an idea that it should continue going down. But I would probably wait. Well, depends. We'll be trying to break it, so a little bit higher. I need to draw the level. So, and also that level, just leave it like this and see when it's open, it's the market. And just waiting for creation of anything. Like right now, it's, well, kind of looks like a little, maybe a little bit triangle. For example, I would draw it, but you see we had, well, this was the news, obviously, news reaction. So we would say like 1, 2 tops, 1, 2, already 3 bottoms. So we have 2 tops. This is not really created a top yet. So I would look, you can see something like that can look at like 1, 1, 2, 2. It has 3, and the possibility it will go back up. Again, it could be, well, we have crossing here, maybe a little bit. It can go back to those levels. It can go back to that level. It's very uncertain around this area. I'm going to remove it, so just have an idea. It also could be, it's maybe starting a downtrend. So right now it's very uncertain around here. I'll just wait for a little bit more movements for dollar CAD. Euro pound. Okay, Euro pound is made me not very nice trade. The first one was really nice. I actually don't need this anymore. I'm going to remove it. It's still around the level of the downtrend channel, except it's actually broke it. Now it's trying to sit above it, and kind of looks like a situation, maybe something like this, except it's like a little bit below the level. So it does look like it might be quite wide though. a consolidation area, so it quite be possibility. So not sure if I will go for this. Look at how big, even closed with very big spread. It's like very wide spread, I'd say, really wide. Possibly it's probably because with all this uncertainty is happening. So I'm not sure if I will go for it, because euro and pound at this moment going about the same direction. Which one of them will go harder, which will be a little bit slower, it's very hard to say. So well, if it's created really nice area here, and a really nice area was here, wasn't very successful, that one. So I would probably just wait and see what it's going to create next. So where it's continue. Will it continue consolidation while the euro and pound are going, let's say, the same direction? Well, if they will go, at this moment they do. So while they go in about the same direction, there will be some movements. Could be a little bit rough movements. I mean, on a smaller chart, you would see they are quite rough. On a bigger chart, it might be a consolidation. So then I will be looking at it for opportunities to buy or sell. So of course, the main thought of it to continue downtrend, because it's still remember on the bigger chart, yeah, the shoulder. So that's what was my hope when I had the second sell order, that it will continue at least to that level. So it will continue to that level, and possibly so you might have a little. I thought I had enough of this consolidation, and then maybe correction, yeah, that downtrend correction. So maybe it will consolidate, and possibly it does look like it. Possibly it will go down, but at the same time, always remember, it could be that it had enough, right? So it could be that that's it. It's finished of it, and it's not going on. So I would leave it like it was, but it could be possibly it will not continue that pattern and just will turn around just based on just that part, let's say. So that's my thoughts for euro pound. Gold, well, gold did really interesting movements. You see how it reacted on that was reaction on political events in the US. So that's what I'm saying. With gold, I'm not sure not even sure 80%, 90% with gold, what it reacts on the most. Of course, you can see it reacts a lot on American, whatever happens in America, and now it's proves that it does have a lot of movements if something politically happens. Military. So, of course, when I was here, the market closed. The expectation was that it's something to create around this area, and maybe it will continue the double tops. But it decided to go its own direction. So it went down, went up, and down again. So at this moment, I probably would just stay away a little bit, because it has like double tops, and now it does look like it's still continue the uptrend. And bigger chart, if we look, we do, like, of course, if it's not a double top, when you would think it could be the third wave. So we have 1, 2, and third wave. So expectation it will go to that level to be high, right? Well, except we do have the swing, so maybe it's finished of that going up. And also it didn't break that level. On the bigger chart, you can see we have a wing, but the wing means it didn't break it. So I would probably look, what I would think of looking is it might stay in this area a little bit, and then it will be trying to break either up or down. So if it will not break, then if it will not break that level, so I would expect it to go down. And of course, we do have on the smaller charts, we do have still the channel, right? So I would still expect it to go back then into that channel. So, and then continue, that would be the next level, and then continue to the next. So if we're looking ahead. So at this moment, as I'm saying, it's just, it's going in an uptrend, but it didn't break it yet, one of the important levels. So just again, another watching time, and waiting for what's going to be next. We'll go back and create something here, or maybe create something around this area. So That's all the thought for gold. And the pound yen, as I'm saying, I'm not trading this pair. And I'm not looking on a smaller chart, but on a bigger chart, you can see it looks like a very small start in the downtrend. At one point, at the other point, we do still have this bottom. And it's quite important because if we look, it's like we had a top here before, and then there's another area here. So I would think and look at breaking, of course, that area. So obviously, if it will break that area, so yeah, then I would think it will continue to go down as a little downtrend has already started. If not, so yeah, it's well, coming back into that area for any some certainty, but as we know, we found it could be 2 years of unpredictable, let's say, moving around this area, for example, because we do know that the Brexit is going to be for 2 years now, and we've found expectations it could be going up, down, but not making huge movements. So not coming out from well, like it didn't do. You see the triangle, it didn't have a huge movement coming out from the triangle. So, but it could be just a slow movements. And I would probably think we found there would be a lot of what you call it, a lot of attention on what agreements, let's say, UK made with the other countries with the economical, financial things, let's say, that what the contracts they made. I think the market is going to react on that more than reacting on some other things, like maybe less reactions on whatever is in America, but more reactions on those different contracts and deals with the other countries. That's what I would expect. So that's how I think what it could be. Maybe slowly moving down, but with also corrections, let's say. Depends on what those news will be happening about what the deals are made. So that's all my views for this week. And if you really like the video, don't forget to subscribe. Happy trading, and I'll see you next week. Bye.